Hello, everyone. It's Gigi from Inner Feather Tarot. Welcome to the Daily Whisper. Let's do a collective reading today. Let's do quick cutting of the deck here. Deck has been pre-shuffled. And let's ask Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective today, Spirit? What do we need to know today, Spirit? And then get some clarity. So initial energies, in the past, somebody not feeling very abundant, somebody who was working towards their financial stability, their material endeavors, some success in their career, financial fulfillment, their financial projects. But things weren't going very well for this person. Wherever this is, wherever I'm speaking to, wasn't really doing great with their financial planning, financial plans. Currently, an end of a cycle, and in the future, abundance, assessment of financial affairs, financial and material affairs. Spirit, clarify these initial energies for us, please. Please clarify these initial energies. So in the past, yes, a lot of difficulty materializing stability, financial stability. So a lot of issues with maintaining and gaining or regaining financial stability. Someone with a lot of secrets, but somebody who desired wish fulfillment. It seems like this is a person who equated wish fulfillment, like the ultimate wish fulfillment, with financial stability. But because they weren't really financially stable, they weren't feeling so good about moving towards that wish fulfillment. Currently, a masculine energy who is tired. There is, no movement forward here. There's a lot of disillusionment, a lot of fear that they can't go on. This is somebody who is very in their heads right now, somebody who's trying to make logical choices, somebody who potentially be a father here, somebody who is very sharp with their words, somebody who is projects an image of stability, of everything is okay, but this is a person who internally is undergoing some fear about not being able to bring movement forward, to make things happen in their life. And again, they've been approaching the dynamic with the collective, or whatever this dynamic is here, they've been approaching life in a very logical way. But again, disillusioned, right? There's a lot of disillusionment here. There's a cycle that needs to end or has ended, and it's left this person now in their heads, trying to figure out what's next. In the future, there's somebody who's hoping to open themselves up for vulnerability a bit more than they have been. Somebody who is stable, somebody who is coming in all their power, their glory, somebody who is level-headed, somebody who can, bring stability, somebody who's stable themselves, right? But somebody who has addictions, somebody who has obsessions, and these obsessions might be related to how they want to achieve their financial stability, their financial freedom, right? Because that's really what they're hoping to achieve. And this is a person who, again, been thinking a lot about making themselves more vulnerable than they have been. Not really, thinking about the past and the missed opportunities for love in the past, but wanting to open themselves up for vulnerability a bit more. In the past, a feminine energy who wasn't really feeling so good about the dynamic, and a masculine energy who couldn't bring any abundance or didn't feel that he couldn't bring any abundance to this feminine. He stopped fighting for whatever this dynamic here was. They stopped fighting for it. They didn't feel that they wanted to continue to move forward. So if this is, and again, we haven't gotten clarity, and I'm sure we will as we move through this reading, but if this was a friendship, right? This was or maybe a work dynamic, things really didn't work out between these partners, right? And if this was a romantic dynamic, the feminine guarded themselves, kind of weren't feeling so good about how things were moving. The feminine wasn't feeling so good about the secrets. There was a lot of concerns about the secrets, and the masculine didn't feel that they could bring stability at that point in time to the dynamic, to the feminine. They weren't worthy of the connection. And so whatever happened, it came to a standstill here. It's just a time, a break, time apart, just nothing moving forward. These two partners stopped devoting energy to the connection in the past. Currently, wow, this is very interesting for the collective. Currently, somebody who feels rejected. There's been a rejection in love here. Either the collective was rejected or the collective rejected someone. But I see two masculine energies coming, or in the collective energy, there are two masculine energies. One of these energies is somebody who is, very charming, very self-assured, very, exciting about, doing things and making things happen. Somebody who is really, an out-of-the-box thinker. Somebody who has a lot of energy. Somebody who's very dynamic. And then there is another figure. Another figure who's more mature, but supportive, nurturing, loving. Somebody who is in their fields. Somebody who is a nurturer by nature, right? And so these two masculine energies are currently in the collective's energy after this rejection, after this period where the collective is feeling that they can't move things forward, or somebody that the collective had an involvement with wasn't feeling that they couldn't move anything forward. So there was this rejection here, right? It's a rejection, but it's interesting because even though this rejection happened, there is still a sense of attachment. This energy who rejected is still in the collective energy. So there are really these three energies here, three masculine energies here, very different from one another, who are currently in the collective energy. In the future, less time dedicating themselves to work, right? Kind of learning and sort of working towards a more balanced, more fruitful financial state of affairs, but not really devoting all their time to just working, right? I think there is going to be more balance that's going to be achieved in the future. Strength, somebody is going to feel very strong about manifesting what they want in life, about making the things that will make them happy happen for them in life. In the past, disillusionment in love, someone missed an opportunity here. I feel they missed an opportunity. They thought they had a soulmate, a soul tie with somebody, but that didn't work out. And they've been reminiscing a lot in the past, reminiscing a lot about how things were good and trying to figure out a way, you know, to move towards a more stable foundation. You know, that is, as they thought about the past, as they thought about this missed opportunity with this potential soulmate, this person thought about how they wanted to build a strong foundation with whoever it was that they missed this opportunity in love. Currently, there's a lot of loneliness, a lot of sadness, and a feminine energy here who is not speaking her truth, is they're not communicating. They've gone quiet. They've guarded themselves, they're protecting themselves. They're not sharing how they feel. They are not sharing their wants, their needs. They've gone quiet, right? I mean, the Queen of Swords in reverse here. So this feminine energy is really sad. Really, I mean, there's a sense of loneliness here that is very heavy. This is a person trapped in the past, thinking about all the things that have gone wrong, you know, perhaps thinking about that rejection. But it was attached. Can't seem to let go, but it's, you know, the feminine is in a very low vibration right now, thinking about the past, about this relationship that ended. In the future, still some anxiety, working through some fears, some, you know, fear of the unknown, but wanting to move things forward, right? There is going to be a little difficulty seeing things from a different perspective, but as things move forward, that issue is going to be overcome for sure. You know, there's still a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of fear of the unknown in the future, fear of not knowing where to go, fear of having to leave some things behind. But all in all, some movement forward though. In the past, the need for balance, a dynamic that wasn't really balanced. Currently, a leap of faith. Somebody is going to make a decision to follow their heart, to maybe go in a different direction, to take a leap of faith, to do something unexpected. In the future, the end of deceit, the end of feeling that things are not clear, feeling that things are not being open and honest. So the end of deceit in the future. Clarify this leap of faith here. The leap of faith is somebody deciding to stop juggling. Somebody deciding to invest in a new abundant beginning. So somebody is changing directions here, going in a different direction. And this almost doesn't seem to be a romantic reading for me. I mean, there is romance here in the past, a missed opportunity, and some secrets, and some reminiscing in the past. And currently, there are some suitors here, right, for the collective. But it seems like there was a heartbreak, and even though the Three of Swords is not here, there seems to have been whoever I'm speaking to is coming off a heartbreak. And this heartbreak could have been related to love, could have been related to somebody they thought they could trust, but really they couldn't. And they're ending a very painful cycle right now. They're in a very low vibrational state here, very sad, very lonely, thinking about things that have been lost, the opportunities that have been lost. But there are suitors here. There are people who are in their energy. There's these masculine energies here. One of them is a love interest for sure, somebody who's coming in as a nurturer. But the other two could just be friends, could be partners, could be business folks who are in their energy, helping them overcome this cycle of not feeling worthy, not feeling that things are moving. There's a lot of financial investment here, somebody really working towards their financial fulfillment, and somebody who is undergoing some changes in their financial environment, right, in their material environment. So this is almost like a split reading here. And this leap of faith is stop juggling things, but moving towards this abundant beginning, which is, more of a material beginning, not a beginning in love. Yeah, and regaining that spark in the future, regaining that sense of joy, of wanting to do things, of excitement, so that, things can be made right again, right? And from a love perspective, the Judgment card could be a reconciliation, could be forgiveness, somebody who needs to be forgiven for secrets, for some deceit, right? For some obsessions in the past. But it could also be that this is this person finally achieving that financial stability, that balance that they're after. It's very interesting reading today because it's pretty split. Take a look at the bottom of the deck. Four of Swords reversed, Three of Wands reversed, Seven of Wands, Nine of Cups, Ten of Swords, and Seven of Pentacles. So, somebody's coming off a period of rest, a period of thinking about things, resting, not doing much, not just kind of being in their heads, trying to come up with a plan. So they're coming off this period of rest, but still devoting some time to things that are not relevant. They're still kind of wasting time with things that are not putting them in their path. They're not leading them to any closer to where they want to be in life, right? They've been fighting very hard to stay afloat, to maintain financial stability, to perhaps continue to be in a relationship, or to not letting a relationship die. But they're in a selfish mindset right now. I mean, they want happiness, they want fulfillment in love, but they are still in that very selfish mindset where it's all about what they need, what they want, and less so about what is good for both partners. And they, again, they're not letting go. They're still holding on, but they've gone through it. They're tired. It's the end of a cycle. They've been put through the mill, right? A lot of conflict, a lot of turmoil, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of energy invested in many areas of their life, and they're tired. They're really at the end of the cycle, but it's really taken a toll on them. And now that they've gone through this end of the cycle, they're coming off this period of mental clarity. They are assessing lessons learned. They are taking what they have learned, what they have built, what they've accomplished, and they are going to use that to move forward, to better themselves, right? Become more abundant than what they have been. So interesting reading today. Pretty split reading. I mean, there was definitely some touch on love here, but primarily it seems to me like it was more of a self-balance, self-fulfillment, career sort of reading. Well, this is it, everyone. These are the messages from Spirit. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please leave me a comment. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're not a subscriber of the channel yet, please do subscribe. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. All right, bye-bye.